In today's video, we're going to be working the granny cluster in the round to make a circle. Now, if you've ever tried this before, you know there are a lot of variations out there. Well, this version I'm going to share today is super easy to memorize and gives you a beautiful circle that stays nice and flat no matter how big you make it. For this tutorial, I'm using a weight 4 cotton yarn with a 4mm hook. The first 3 rounds are going to be the setup rounds. These are going to follow the same kind of protocol for a standard circle. And then starting on round 4, we're going to start the 2-round sequence. To begin, make a magic ring, or you can do a chain 4 with a slip stitch to form a ring. That's what I'm going to use today. Chain 4, going through the first chain, add a slip stitch. As I work round 1, I'm going to be working over the tail. That way when I finish the round, I can pull on it to tighten the center. Chain 3. This is going to serve as our first double crochet. Next, do 11 double crochets into the ring. This will give us 12 double crochets in total. I'm going to be changing colors for every round, but later in the video I'll show you how you would handle it if you want to stick with one color. To fasten off, you can do a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Snip your yarn and get ready for round 2. Or you can do a seamless join. After you've completed your last stitch, pull the yarn up, snip. You can either use your crochet hook, or if you have a tapestry needle, whichever is easiest for you, skip the chain 3 and work into the top of the very first stitch next to it, going under both loops of that stitch. Come back over to the very last stitch and work in the back loop only. And here you'll see you've created a top for that chain 3 and completed the round. I'm not going to weave it in completely. I'm just going to work it into the back couple of stitches here and work over that tail as I do the next round. But do your weaving in however you like best. This is just a sample, so I don't need to be too fussy with it. Double check that you have 12 double crochets, and now you're ready for round 2. To begin, fasten on in between any 2 double crochets. You can either do this with a slip stitch chain 3. That will serve as your first double crochet, or you can do a stacked single crochet, and that's what I'm going to do here. Slip knot on my hook, going in between any 2 doubles, creating a single crochet. I'm going to do another single crochet, but into the sidebar of the first one, taking my hook, going through, pulling the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2. Next, add another double crochet into the same space. And now for round 2, we're just going to repeat that. We're going to do 2 double crochets in between each double from the previous round. This is going to give us 24 double crochets. To fasten off, you can add a slip stitch into the very top of the first stitch made, or you can do the invisible join. Snip your yarn and get ready for round 3. To begin round 3, fasten on between 2 groups of double crochets. So here's a group of 2, here's another group of 2, fasten on right in between. I'm going to do stacked singles. Use whichever method you like best. And now we're going to start with our granny clusters. When I say granny cluster, that just means a group of double crochets into the same space. So we've already done 1. In the same space, add 2 more. Skip 2 stitches and work a granny cluster into the next space. And we're just going to do this all the way around. Skip 2 stitches, work a cluster into the space. That is 3 doubles. And by the time you get all the way around, you will have 36 double crochets. Okay, fasten off using your favorite method. And now we're getting ready for the 2-round repeat. I'm going to call this round the increase round. And basically all we're doing now is the standard way of increasing, but we're adding a 4 double crochet cluster. So essentially for this first round here, we're going to start with a regular cluster of 3 double crochets. And then the next one is going to be 4 doubles. And we're just going to alternate that all the way around. 3, 4, 3, 4. Fasten on between any group of 3 double crochets. Two more doubles into the same space. Now we're going to work 4 double crochets into the next space. Next one is 3. Skip over the cluster, work 3. Skip over the cluster and work 4 double crochets. And you're just going to alternate this all the way around. 3, 4, 3, 4. Quick little tip here, if you find that your circle is starting to cup up on you, it's getting a little bit too tight, you can add a chain in between the clusters to help lay it flat again. Just don't count those chains in your stitch count. Fasten off and get ready for round 5. This is the second round of the 2-round repeat. For round 5, we're going to do what's called the fill-in round. Once you get the hang of this, you can fasten on wherever you like best, but for now, just focus on fastening on before a 3 double crochet cluster. Fasten on, however you like best, creating your first double crochet, and then add 2 more doubles into the same space to create a 3 double crochet cluster. For this round, we're just doing 3 double crochet clusters. So skip over the cluster from the previous round and work a cluster of 3 doubles into the next space. Whenever you come to your 4 double crochets, you're going to add a cluster in between. So we're filling it in. There might have been a better name for it, but that's all I came up with at the time, so we're going to stick with it. And that's what we're going to do all the way around. We're going to do 3 double crochets in between the clusters, but whenever you come to the 4 doubles, you're going to fill it in by adding a cluster into the middle. So here's my 4 double crochets. I'm going to skip the first 2, work a cluster, okay, and we're just going to do that all the way around. When you come to the end of the round, you should see 54 double crochets. Fasten off and get ready for the next round. From here on out, you're going to repeat rounds 4 and 5 until you complete your project. And to do that, you're going to use a standard increasing sequence. So if you notice below when we did the 4 double crochets, now it looks like a V because we worked into it. So you have a V, a cluster, and a V. Every time you do an increase round, this is going to go up by 1. Fasten on in any space and work your first granny cluster of 3. And remember, we only did 1 in the previous round. This time we're doing 2. So we've done 1 cluster, a cluster of 3 in the next space. And now we're doing our 4 double crochets in the next space. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around. Cluster, cluster 4, cluster, cluster 4. Double check that you did the sequence correctly. Remember, it was a cluster, cluster 4, cluster, cluster 4, all the way around. Fasten off and get ready for the next round. And now really easy peasy for the fill-in round, we're just going to repeat what we just did. Remember, it's just 3 double crochet clusters. Fasten on wherever you like. With your first group of 3, working 3 double crochets in every space around, plus a cluster in between the 4. So you skip over 2, work your cluster in between, and carry on. Another way to keep track of your rounds is to remember that your increase rounds are on your even numbered rounds and your fill-in rounds are on your odd numbered rounds. When you begin round 8, you're going to return to the 2 round repeat. You're going to go back to round 4 for reference. And remember, you're simply increasing by 1 with those granny clusters per increase round. So all you have to do is look back to what you did for the previous round of increases. Look for your V. Here's your other V. You have 2 clusters in between. So for this round, you're going to do 3. And then the next time you come to the increase round, it'll be 4, and then 5, and so on. So for example, here for one that is a little bit bigger, here's a V, here's another V, and you can see that there's 3 granny clusters in between, and that's all the way around. Followed by a fill-in round, and then when I come to do the next round of increases, I'll be doing 4 clusters before the V, or 4 double crochets. It's actually way more complicated to explain than to do, so I recommend that you just look at that reference guide that I have in the description box, play around with this, and you will see how logical and easy it is to do when you're working on it. If you want to work this with one color, very, very easy. Instead of fastening off, just do a slip stitch into the top of the chain or stitch that you made to complete the round. Then chain 3 to serve as your first double crochet, or instead of doing a slip stitch into the next space, you can do the stacked single like we did earlier to serve as your first double crochet for the next round. Another example here, I'm adding a slip stitch to complete the round, and then just slip stitch over to the next space that I need to work into for the next round. Here I'm working in between 2 stitches, so I'm skipping all the way over until I'm into that space. Again, just slip stitch, chain 3, or do your stacked single. And that's really all there is to it. You can go as small as a coaster or as big as a tablecloth or a rug. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, a like is always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.